Okay, I do have one question. What is the definition of going viral?
I'm enthralled with conspiracies.
I am too. I would live in one if I could.
Listen, here's the thing.
I would diagnose her as fucking crazy.
Right? We did our first empty nest date night.
So who do you think are the Illuminati? I don't think she had veneers. I have friends who have veneers now.
Well,
I think she had caps.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Done in Beale City. Am I going to have to get a lift for this chair? or a phone book?
I don't. Maybe since we have our first sponsor, there will be something in the budget for you to
Right.
get, like an orthopedic chair.
My first car, because it was a 1976 Toyota Corolla wagon, the seats didn't move up, and I literally had a phone book.
I know, but you're so tiny.
No, the height didn't move me.
Oh, do you have a phone book like on the gas pedal?
No, behind me to push me up.
Okay.
And it was a stick shift.
It was a minivan stick shift?
No, it was a station wagon.
Oh.
Stick shift. 5-speed. That's how I learned how to drive a stick.
Oh, when you got your company car?
This is when I was 16. When I was
Oh.
I did not drive a 1976 car as my company car. When I was 16, that was my first car. My mom and I shared it. It was very old. It was, how old was that? What year was it when I was 16? If I'm born in 1973, what year was it? 80 plus 89.
86.
1989. I was 16.
Oh, you would have been 13 in 86. Okay, yeah. Yep, 89.
So my car was old.
Yeah.
And it, anyway, didn't have, like, it had the seats where you grab underneath and you got to scoot up, but it only went a certain distance.
Yeah.
And then the phone book had to do the rest of the job. And then seatbelt if you thought about it.
Right.
Because the stick shift was most important.
Like, I didn't really ever wear a seatbelt as a kid, to be completely honest.
Oh, it wasn't the law.
And
I think when did it become a law? I think it was like literally 1985 or something, 86. Like it wasn't.
Well, I can remember having friends whose parents had station wagons, and we would sit like in the back of the station wagon and stare out the back window and like wave to people, you know? And when we would go on vacations, my dad would take the seats out of the van, and we would just lay down blankets. And my sister and I would play like Fisher Price Little People. In the back
you could
of the van.
literally like live in a back of one of those big station wagons. I had a smaller station wagon, but at the same time. Anyway, welcome.
Welcome to Listen, Here's the Thing.
To the point where we talk about chairs.
How was your first Michigan football game?
Good.
Yeah.
It was a night game, which I don't love.
We had good weather.
I know, it was perfect. It was a perfect fall day. We got there and tailgated, which is fun. I love to tailgate. My ideal game day is a 3:00 game.
Okay.
Because you can start tailgating at, noon, 1 o'clock, have lunch, tailgate, get into the game, be done with the game by like 7.
Yeah.
Go have a nice dinner.
And then go to bed.
And then go to bed at a normal person time.
Yeah.
But the game got over. Well, we always leave after Mr. Brightside,
okay,
which is the beginning of fourth quarter.
Okay.
Depending on the score. So this was a blowout, kind of.
So it's easy to leave. Yeah. Okay.
But night games are cool at Michigan Stadium if you've ever been, because the lights are really cool. They got everything going on.
And that's the biggest like college football stadium, isn't it?
In the world.
Yeah, no, it's massive.
It's like 110,000 every Saturday. It's like, I think I've said this before, Ann Arbor Stadium, it's a Michigan Stadium on a football Saturday. Used to be the third largest population in the state of Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Just the stadium.
I would believe that.
Yeah. So it's,
obviously third to Detroit, and what else? Grand Rapids?
Probably,
okay.
Yeah. But anyway, it's a cluster to get in and out. So we try to get in early, out early, back.
I've only been to one game with you, and people were like shoving each other to get inside the stadium.
And no one gives
We're
a fuck.
all going to the same spot. We all have tickets. No seats are first come, first serve.
Okay. They are. But they oversell all the time. It's just like airlines.
Oh.
Yeah, because getting in, like our tickets didn't scan, and then he's just like.
Okay. But I mean, my now granted, someone was in our seats, so
Yeah.
then you just go to like some other seat because they're like, oh, just stand behind us.
Yeah.
Because those were our seats. Well,
Right.
screw you. These are the ones I paid for.
Right.
But whatever. You know,
Right.
not in the
Yeah.
mood to argue. But
Yeah. So it was great. They won.
Nice.
It was awesome.
That was fun.
So I'm so happy college football's back. We love
I know
college
you
football.
do love college football.
So it was all weekend. We watched it last night. UNC played their home opener with Bill Belichick at the realm of
Did they
head
win?
coach. No, they lost bad.
Dun, dun, dun.
And they were so pumped up to have him as a head coach. They called, instead of Chapel Hill, Chapel Bill.
Oh,
It was
nice.
very cute.
Right.
Anyway, they lost to TCU.
Okay, remind me, is Bill Belichick the guy that now has like this super young girlfriend
Yes.
who claims like she didn't know that he was so loaded?
Yeah, she's delusional. But yes, yes, he coached the New England Patriots
For like ever, and all their winning
How many
seasons.
Super Bowls? 7 Super
Yeah.
Bowls? I don't know. Anyway, so now he's in college.
Yeah.
And they lost. But that's how Jim Harbaugh started out when he started coaching college again. When he came back to Michigan to coach.
Okay.
They weren't that great at first.
But is that kind of like a backwards situation to go from being in the
Sorta.
NFL to
yeah,
college?
I guess depending on the contract. But yeah. I mean, the pros are, it's, the pros, the NFL.
Yeah. I mean, now with nil money and all that kind of stuff, is it much different? I mean, these kids are getting paid.
Yeah, but the coach's salary is not that much different.
I think he probably made plenty of
Oh,
money
for sure, he's making more
as
money.
a Patriot.
But no, he's making tons of money
He
coaching
needs a
at
better
UNC.
haircut, but yeah.
Tons.
Doesn't he have a bad haircut?
He has a bad haircut.
Yeah.
He cuts off the sleeves of every sweatshirt. His son is also on the coaching staff. Like, he brought his own coaching staff with him, as did like Deion Sanders when he came to CU Boulder.
Yeah.
I mean, all these guys bring everything. It's so much different now. They used to have a regulation with how many players, how many coaching staff, and now they don't. So it's becoming mini NFL-ish.
Totally. Totally.
And players used to be restricted to how many times they could enter the transfer portal. Mm-hmm. And now they
it's
don't.
whatever.
It's
Yeah.
unlimited. So every year, a guy could go from, one school to another. And then there's no camaraderie that's built. So that's what I struggle with, because college football used to be just all about heart.
Yeah.
And these kids are playing for the love of the game and the love of their school, and I loved everything about it. And now it's just becoming like, what kind of contract are they going to get? Like, Bryce Underwood's first game was Saturday for Michigan. He played excellent. He was a 5-star quarterback in high school, and he proved it on Saturday. But, it cost him $12.5 million to get him there. And he's 18.
And he still has to perform at school, right?
Allegedly.
Ish. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I just know because my daughter's boyfriend was an athlete at Michigan, and I know the kind of shit that they get.
Okay.
And he was like on the wrestling team.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he was a football player where they get a premium everything. But, even their team gets like food, meals free, sort of everywhere in Ann Arbor, not just on campus.
Okay.
But like really great restaurants. They get unlimited like shit, clothes, and there's a lot that the boosters contribute.
Especially from a big school like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then also when you have an endowment that's like $19 billion.
Right.
These players are not hurting for any kind of tutoring or help or whatever.
Yeah. So, and then all of a sudden, like, I go in there and take their sociology test and be like, yeah, no, my name's like Taquan Holmes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So we did our first empty nest date night this weekend.
Yes. That was so fun.
It was so fun. We went to a great restaurant in Birmingham.
Big Rock.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so good. But you used to go there, the original Big Rock back in the day.
Yeah. But just for happy hours. Their bar was always dark and moody, sort of like it was the other night. But I've only really done the bar scene there.
Yeah.
And never eaten there.
The food was absolutely
Great.
outstanding.
The service was excellent.
Yes.
5 stars.
Yes.
I would definitely go back and highly
100%.
recommend. Everything was great. We brought our own wine.
We did.
And they just charged a corkage fee. So if you're a wine people like we are.
You just have to make sure that the wine that you bring is not on their wine list.
Yes.
So
was that the rule? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And I would say that's pretty standard, especially at like a good restaurant like that.
Well, the markup is so huge. Like,
the
why not
markup
bring?
is ridiculous at a restaurant. You know, that when there is a decent price, you're like, okay, you know, I will get wine. But sometimes I do opt for a cocktail just because it's like, it's stupid to get wine at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it was great. It was excellent. The food was great. We all got dessert to split.
Yes.
It was so good. The only foul
yeah.
was Randy's espresso martini at the end of the night, which was brave of you guys. No wonder he couldn't sleep. His sleep score on his Aura was like 4.
Oh my God, I slept great.
You did?
I did.
He had straight coffee though. He had a straight espresso.
So it was kind of unfair. So we get our martinis. They look exactly the same.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, Randy, you have to love this because it was sweet. But it wasn't too sweet that I was like, I don't want to drink this. Right. There was just enough like good, like really good espresso.
Well, the bartender came over and explained how he made it. Remember that?
Yes.
He's like, I infused honey water.
Yeah.
And I mixed it with magic. And I put it in this.
And the nectar's from, you know, the Godiva
And I
gods.
actually went to the beehive just now and got a drip of honey from a bee as it was laying it.
Well, and Randy was trying to tough it out, but then finally him and I switched, and I was like, oh, friend, I have no idea what's in your cocktail.
It was straight, like they just poured espresso.
But it wasn't even like espresso.
Right?
It was like old coffee
Oh,
water.
no. It was like the grounds.
No. Yes.
It was gross.
It was not good.
Anyway,
it was
he
not
got
good
he
at
got
all.
one. They made a redemption, but that was the only foul.
Yes.
in the whole night.
Yes.
it was
and they
very
brought him
good.
another one, and it was good. But no, it's great. Birmingham is a super fun city in
Yes.
Michigan. Like we were able to pretty much walk everywhere, and then we went to breakfast the next morning. All great, very accommodating, and we stayed at a Holiday Inn Express, so we are much smarter since we stayed there. But you know, for $130, it was a clean
It
hotel.
was fine. It's
right,
fine. Yes.
and you know we were able to get to where we needed to go.
Yeah.
because the other two hotels were like, you know, like it was New York City. It was like $800 some a night. You know, for one night, meh,
Yeah,
I'll take the Holiday Inn.
yeah, yeah. It was good. The Holiday Inn
It
was
was
fine.
it was fantastic.
Wasn't my first choice, but anyway, but it was fun to get away.
Yes.
And I'm so happy you guys met us. That was fun.
Yeah, it was one of those things. It's like, well, what else do we have to do?
Exactly.
You know,
why not?
So, I mean, we did something every day, and it was kind of jam packed for the Labor Day weekend. That when we got home,
Yeah.
we were kind of like, well, what do we do now? You know? And I think we were a little stir crazy. We didn't know what to do. I actually shed a couple of tears because I was like missing Kylie.
Yeah.
You know, because it had been like just over a week
Right.
since, you know, she's been away. So I got a little sad. And I mean, I got over it pretty quickly, but I don't know. I was having a mom moment for
Yeah.
sure. I don't know. And I think I was just bored. Like, I kind of wanted to go golfing, but I didn't want to commit to having to go golf.
Yesterday
You know?
when you got back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, I kind of wanted to do something else, but it was like, ugh, I feel like that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just kind of in this in-between stage.
Yeah.
So.
We stayed around a little bit and then came back, and I wanted to watch that show you were telling me about.
Oh.
Because we
my
started
God.
watching it. It's called Unknown Caller. We'll talk about it in a second.
Yeah.
But I started watching it when we got back from dinner, which is a colossal mistake because I thought it was stupid and I was so
But you
annoyed and
started
I was
watching
tired.
when you got back-
when I got back from the
Football
Michigan
game, right? Because you were telling us about it at dinner.
and I was freaking hungry. So we stayed at this beautiful hotel, brand new in Ann Arbor, which is hard to find, brand new. It's called the Vanguard. So we got back from the game. First of all, we had to walk 2 miles at like 10:45 at night, which I was not thrilled about. You just can't get an Uber at that time. So we walked back, got back to the hotel, and we hadn't eaten anything since lunch. So we were like, oh, sweet. We'll get something to eat when we get back from the bar. Kitchen's closed. But here's a cup of pretzels this big. Fill up.
Is it easy to get DoorDash at that time
We
of night
just
after
were
the
like,
game?
fuck it. We'll just drink a glass of wine and go to bed.
Yeah. Okay.
So we got to bed and we're like, well, let's watch the show.
Yeah.
Unknown Caller.
Yeah.
And I was just like hungry. annoyed, still parched from like yelling at the game. And so I don't think I was set up to watch that show that night.
Okay.
It was not meant to be.
Yeah.
So I had to wait till Sunday when we got home to start watching.
Well, that's what we ended
and I
up
rewound
doing.
up to the beginning and like watched it
Because we remembered you guys talking about it. And Chris is like, hey, it's not that long. It's like 90 minutes. We'll just, change a load of laundry and sit down and we'll get into it. And it was good. It was good. But before we get into documentaries and those conspiracies, one, speaking of Netflix, there is, I can't remember, it's either like a 6, 7, or 8-part series is coming out on Netflix all about, drum roll please, Bob Seger.
Oh,
The whole story of Bob Seger. Like I have his book.
Cool. It's a documentary on
Yes.
him? Oh,
I
awesome.
have like a coffee table book, which filled me with a bunch of knowledge that I
Does he
never knew about him.
participate?
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So, and in my AI conspiracy, like I saw this like on Facebook and I'm like, oh great. They just know that I love Bob Seger.
Yeah.
I have weird Bob Seger shit in my Facebook feed all the time. But I Googled it like 900 times, asked ChatGPT everything, and everything said that this is like completely legit, is a Netflix series about Bob
it's
Seger.
legit when your chat says, got my information from Reddit.
Right? Or something
know?
like that. Yeah.
Where it's all people talking about it.
Yes. Well, and I also had to use ChatGPT to figure out if something was factual. Have you seen on TikTok, I told you about this,
Yes.
the girl that is like, I am Nicole Kidman's daughter. And then she, like, I was living underneath her floorboards. She said that she's raised me underneath the floorboards of her house for years. And then like one day when she let me out, I got to see her ladder that is made out of a human person that she climbs to fetch her wigs.
No, but that's amazing that she would think that creatively about living under. First of all, I don't think Nicole Kidman has floorboards. I'm sure. I'm sure it's a well-constructed home,
Right.
in which the floorboards are secure.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe there's like some
I
Australian
can't imagine
cottage.
Keith Urban being like, we should install here floorboards that lift up. Let's lift up the rug. Let's put a person under. And while we're at it, let's make a human ladder.
Yeah, well, basically she was like saying that Nicole Kidman is a witch. So it all started because somebody said, you look like Nicole Kidman. So,
which I agree. I saw your thing.
Yes.
She does look like her. She
does look like her.
She's cute. Like she's a mini version of her.
Yes. I have my
At
my
what
little-
point, how old do you think she's? She's in her 20s, you think?
Oh, this girl's totally in her 20s.
Yeah.
So I asked chat, I'm like, hey, dig deep into this, all this stuff. Because what's happening now is the other TikTokers are taking her feed, right? And then they're getting viral because they're talking about it. This girl it's complete satire. It's meant to be a joke. She has this whole thing about like, my mom, Nicole Kidman, is suing me, a cease and desist. My mom is texting me, and saying all this stuff. She is not Nicole Kidman's daughter. Nicole Kidman is not suing her. And no, I don't know Nicole Kidman, but I would think she'd probably like, oh, this is funny.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
whatever you need to do to get attention.
Well, that's basically what it is. I mean, I was going through this chick's TikTok and looking at it, and the Nicole Kidman stuff's kind of new. All her other stuff has nothing to do with that. So I'm like,
was she wacky before this?
Not really sure.
Or did she just
once I realized it wasn't Nicole Kidman stuff, that's when I was like, okay, chat, what's going on here? And then they were like, no, this is complete joke, complete satire.
I do want to know what happened to her kids that she adopted with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do they have a relationship? Because there's a boy and a girl, Isabel and Connor. I don't know why I remember that. But they adopted 2 kids together, and then she had kids with Keith Urban.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, they have daughters. Like, one's a model. Gorgeous.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so do they have 2 daughters?
I think so.
So when I was on ChatGPT, they talked about the daughters.
And they're beautiful. They are
never
really
talked about her adopted children with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Which they would be probably like in their late 20s or maybe even early 30s now.
Because she was married to Tom Cruise
After Days of
long
Thunder.
time
I mean, that
ago.
probably came out in 89, 90?
Yeah,
maybe even before that.
I don't even know.
Yeah. And I know that he kind of disowned them because I don't think they stuck with Scientology, which is creepy and weird in its own right. We'll get into that later too. But yeah, I don't know. That's really sad. You take these two children and you try to create a home and a life for them. And I don't know.
I mean, unless
it's just something that's out of the limelight and we just don't know anything about it.
Who knows? But I want to know, where are they now?
I don't know.
And who do they have a relationship with? Tom? Because he doesn't have a relationship with his
Suri.
biological daughter.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Which is also
parenting-wise?
very, very sad.
Yeah. So what kind of dad are you?
I mean, Katie Holmes is probably fine with that, but
I think she created it.
the fact that they have no relationship.
Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's part of a cult, which he pretty much, I think, helps run with Miscavige.
Yes.
Because he's like the highest of all powers.
Also, where is the wife?
Oh, Miscavige's wife?
That's been the $100,000 question for years.
Yeah.
She just disappeared.
She's in some mountain home.
Yeah. What's her name? Vicky or something? Vicky Miscavige?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
David, where is she? Anyway, so that's weird. So that you think the whole TikTok thing is like satire?
It's totally satire. I think it's completely fake. I think it started with somebody making a comment that she looks like Nicole Kidman,
And now she's just running
made
with it.
one funny post saying like, "Oh yes, I am her daughter," but she kept me under her floorboards my whole life, and it went viral. And now she's just going with it. So
Okay, I do have one question. What is the definition of going viral? What does that mean?
I think you definitely have to have over 1 million views.
Okay, so how do you know it went viral? You just look at your feed and you're like, oh my God, 100 or a
I think it's
million
how many
views.
views you have within a certain time period. But that metric changes. But now I believe it's over 1 million views. I'm making this
Can we
part
Google
up
it?
maybe at 24 hours. But
Just to see. I'm curious.
yeah.
Because when people say, I went viral, okay,
Yeah.
good for you. I don't even know what that means.
Okay. Well, we're going to get you a
Definition wise. Does it mean 100 views? Or
Well,
I know
that's
it's more than
definitely
that.
not viral.
See, it's very arbitrary.
It says the process involves a massive, rapid increase in engagement.
What does massive mean? A massive increase in engagement. So that could mean anything. I mean,
Yeah.
from 0 to 3 is massive. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but then you don't want to discourage people when they're trying to do something. Like if you were to think about, oh, I only got 1,000 views. Imagine if 1,000 people were in this room right now
Yeah, it's a
and heard you
lot.
talk for 30 seconds. That's a lot.
It's a lot, especially
Yeah.
if you only had like 3
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all relative.
Yes.
I would think.
Yes.
100,000 views in the first 24 hours is considered a normal viral video.
100,000
only 100,000.
views
I
in
would
the
have said
first
1 million.
24 hours. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's a lot still.
Yeah.
Because that's like Michigan Stadium viewing something that you posted within 24 hours.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. Or is, okay. Anyway, I won't get into it because my next question was, what if somebody views it 5 times? Does
I
that
think
count
a view
as
is a
5
view.
views? Or does that count as 1 view by 5 people? Or by 1 view 5 times?
No, I think every time it's viewed, it counts. So, I mean, people could probably have bot farms and take a post and,
Yeah.
have
So many
play over and
questions
over again.
for the viral
I mean,
people.
I don't know. I don't work for Instagram, but I'm assuming because you can see something where it's like, okay, say we got something that had 5,000 views, but it will say that we've reached, only so many accounts.
Yeah.
Well, maybe somebody watched it like 3 or 4 times.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the account reach isn't the same as the
Okay.
views.
Right.
So-
So really, the true numbers are the account reach,
I would think it would be the
not
account
the views.
reach, right?
Because your account could be obsessed and just view it over and over and over.
Yeah, but then that means that you're making content that people want to watch over and over again. So I think that is why the metric of the view count is more important than the account reach. Right?
Okay.
So that's like Friends, like the syndication of Friends being like on Netflix or something like that. It's because I watched it one time on Netflix, but no, every single time I fall asleep to it and like 9 episodes play while I'm sleeping,
It
like
counts.
they're getting that count. And it doesn't matter that I watched it 100 times already. So you're welcome, everybody in the Friends cast. You should probably send me a royalty check myself.
Yeah, they're getting syndication checks.
Because I feel like you're my comfort show to fall asleep to at night. Okay. Let's get into the documentary we watched on Netflix yesterday, which is freaking wild.
Wild.
And it is called Unknown Caller High School Catfish.
Yes. So unknown.
Okay, well, first of
unknown
all,
number.
if you have not watched this, we are going to spoiler alert everything because we're going to break it down.
Yeah.
So you should pause it right now and go watch it if you want to wait.
Yeah. Do not listen to this segment.
No.
But that is, okay, first of all, it takes place in Michigan.
Takes place in Michigan.
Which is about, actually, it's in Beale City, Michigan, which is
like an hour from here.
hour? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Small little town.
Small little town.
Like, I love how that girl describes it. It's like a bar and 2 stop signs.
Yeah. And they had the Beale City Tavern. And
I love how that girl, you're like the one lady who's the cousin of the mom.
with all her tats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she runs and owns the Beale City Tavern.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, the guy down the street from us, born and raised in Beale City. So we want to go down there and talk to Bob Pohl and be like, hey, Bob, do you know this person?
Yeah.
Because these were embedded people in the community.
My
So,
2 suite mates my freshman year in college were from Beale City.
yes.
And they're probably, they're my age. So they're older than those moms, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the one mom, they had mentioned that she worked at Ferris State, and the daughter must have gone to a Ferris State, summer sport camp because she had one of the Ferris State, sport camp t-shirts that Kylie has.
Yeah.
So, all right. So basically what happens is this cute little couple started dating probably like in 8th grade-ish.
Yeah.
Freshman year?
They were 13 and 14 years
Yeah,
old.
I think they started going out in 8th grade. And then after being together for a while, they started getting these text messages from this unknown number.
But it was in a group text.
The person and the boy and the girl.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's odd as well.
It is very odd. But this number is telling the girlfriend, break up with him. He doesn't love you. He wants to be with me. And then they start getting really obscene.
Graphic.
Yes. We're talking about, sexual things and very
Blowjobs and having
yes.
sex. And these kids are 14.
Yes. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. You don't even give him blowjobs. You don't even do this,
He wants to get it from me.
Yeah.
And
Super
like the
crazy and
aunt
bizarre.
said, she's like, yeah, you're 14. You shouldn't be doing that shit.
No, not at all. So, and the documentary starts with the mom of the boy and the mom of the girl coming together, getting
And they're all
involved with
friends.
the school.
And they both are very concerned about who is sending this text message. They cannot figure it out.
Yeah.
Everybody's involved. They're asking all the friends and meanwhile accusing friends of being the person who's interfering with this relationship.
Yes. Going after some of let's just say you can kind of see some of the mean girl qualities of some of the people that were being interviewed. So you're
Yes.
starting to wonder,
You're
could
like,
it be
oh,
them?
it could be her.
Yes.
Maybe.
But I do feel like they were still in high school when this was filmed and they were being interviewed, maybe their senior year.
Yes.
So I have a hard time. I had a hard time watching it thinking a parent would be like, oh, sure, you can be interviewed and they're going to find out and everybody's going to find out it was you. No, that's not going to happen.
Right.
Well, we find out who it was, but
The
it wasn't
person was still in the documentary.
yes. But that person's fucking delusional.
Yes.
Where as
And
a
I think-
parent, you could still tell your 17-year-old child and Netflix, my child is not going to be in this.
Right.
Right. But yeah, deaf people got interviewed. The police got involved. The school tried to get
FBI
involved.
finally got involved.
I know. All right. So before we dig into that, let's picture if this was a situation we were in and
Right.
our child was getting one of these text messages.
So first of all, I think that the parents weren't aggressive enough. Because if my kid is getting text bombed like 50 or 60 texts a day, like they were saying, I would go out of my mind and I would break down the police station until they got a hold of the FBI. Or I would go straight to the FBI. I feel like these parents were very passive when it came to that. Like, whatever. Maybe they just were like, oh, it's going to go away. Or maybe it was a case of the kids thinking it wasn't a big of a deal as it was. But
it was pretty awful text messages.
And also the cop, the local sheriff. Okay, please don't tell me you went to Ferris State for criminal justice, because I did, and I would have been a much more aggressive cop. This guy was like, "Oh, I feel like it's just gonna go away. Change phones."
Okay, but would you not? If my child's 14 years old, it's not like us who you wanted to keep your same cell phone number from your 20s, right? So that you still have like all these connections. You're 14 years old. Yeah, I'm changing your phone number. You're going to have a different type of phone and it's going to be restricted, and change all those things. Yes,
you would as a parent. Second of all, but that's not the answer. The answer is you want to get to the root of the cause.
You want to get to the root of the cause, but in the meantime, let me shut this down, because what was happening is sometimes they were getting like 50 texts a day.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even get 50 texts a day.
And just one after another. And the fact that we, technology-wise, live in 2025 and we can figure out pretty much anything.
Yes.
That it took them that long. I mean, it was 22 months, 2 years.
Yeah, it was almost 2 years long.
To figure out who did this was kind of a fault I'm going to put on the sheriff. Like, that mom at the end was like, I don't know what the fuck that guy is doing.
Yeah. And it wasn't even a mom of somebody who, like, the two kids that were, like, initially involved. It was the mom of a girl who was basically getting blamed.
Yes, she was being, I don't blame her. I mean, she did talk like she had rocks in her mouth. I wanted to give her some speech lessons. But other than that, I don't blame you, lady. That was ridiculous. And to blame, like, if they were going to blame my daughter, I would have been the same way. And her husband was a cop.
Yes, yeah. But I think he probably had to tread lightly. So it didn't look like they were getting favoritism.
Well, she didn't say where he was a cop either.
Yeah.
Because the guy that was investigating it was from Isabella County. And he could have been some local
like
Beale City cop or whatever.
So, but when the FBI finally gets involved, that's where they can get subpoenas, because someone was using like some weird app to like disguise their number.
Yeah.
And so, okay, I'm thinking about that. If this is my daughter, not only am I changing your phone, your number, what are we doing to your phone? Then making sure only certain people have your phone number, right? Being very, I don't know, controlling around the whole situation, right? Parental controls and all that kind of stuff. But then I'm probably going to have you break up with the boyfriend.
Yeah. Well, they did break up.
Yeah, like a year into it, though. I mean, they stayed together for a long time.
And it was the boy that was like, we should probably break up. And he was giving his phone to his parents every day. So he didn't change his number, but he was giving his phone number or his phone to his parents every night.
Yeah.
The thing that broke the straw that broke the camel's back was when he got a second girlfriend. And she lived 2 hours away in Pinconning, which is not far from here.
Yeah.
And this person was texting that person's mom.
Right. Yeah.
And the girlfriend was like, what the fuck? I would have
not that cute.
No.
Yeah.
And you're 2 hours away.
You're 2 hours away. And
totally not worth it.
Yeah. And I mean, these text messages were raunchy. And then at some point, telling the girl of the couple in the the to kill herself.
Right.
Like trying to get her to commit suicide.
That's when the sheriff should have been like, all right.
This
done. He waited so long to get a hold of the FBI.
I think he thought that this was just going to be like weird teenager bully shit. These kids should just break up and it will all end. It's probably some crazy girls that are in love with him. So
he clearly didn't know what he was in for. And so I think, now I'm sure they have new protocols or whatever.
Yeah.
But he should have gotten a hold of somebody else to help him with this investigation earlier.
Yes.
I think it would have prevented. I mean, these kids are like fucked up for life.
Totally. You're going to have massive trust issues, right?
Well,
And
in addition, they found out who it was. And it was the fucking mom of
the
the girl.
I mean, so,
When they said that, I was like, holy shit.
So Chris and I are watching it, and to your credit, when you were first telling us about it and how you started watching it, like the girl is she's not good at being interviewed.
No.
But she's also being interviewed in her bedroom, right? She grew up in a small town. She's obviously not made to be on camera, right? It probably made her very nervous because you have probably a couple producers, a cameraman, the whole thing. So I think sometimes we're like, oh my God, this person's terrible. But I mean, in a documentary, it's not always about being a good personality because you're trying to tell your story. But I'm like, should we just fast forward to the end to see like the big reveal?
Yeah.
And Chris is like, it wouldn't be this long if there wasn't something else. And I'm like, fine, okay.
There were definitely layers to this story.
layers.
So it wasn't just the mom doing it. It was like everything that she had taught, like everything about her was a lie. Everything about her was a lie. And I want to go back to, where did it all start? And she claimed that she didn't start the text messages.
That's a lie, 100%.
Which is a lie. Like, who else would have? Also, the FBI guy found her IP address. You can't deny that. It's just facts. And she lied about being fired from her job at Ferris, which she probably never had. So how far back does the lying go?
Yeah.
And did the guy actually divorce her?
I don't think, well, they're definitely not together.
No.
But I guess I just wonder, like, are they not
And
technically
finances.
divorced? Yeah.
It went back into their marriage so they were clearly they were not a well-off family. Okay. That's, what it was. But, they were evicted from certain houses and the guy, the dad,
like lost everything in their
sort
storage
of
units from not paying their bills.
clueless what was going on, except he was employed.
Yeah.
Because he came home from work.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the deal was financially, but it didn't sound like they were in a great place. The mom seemed very involved initially with the daughter in sports and school, but they just were a financial wreck. And I just hope the dad got back on his feet.
I hope so too. So basically, you're watching this and you see the FBI guy go, okay, so it all goes back to the same IP address. It's the mom. And you're like, surely it's not the mom. Like, because you've listened to her, like talk about how she was trying to help find out who was doing these text messages.
She's blaming other people.
So I'm like, okay, so it's not her. So it's like, oh, fuck, is it the daughter? Like, is she crazy? Because it could have come from the home. The cell phone could have been in the daughter's name.
Yeah, because initially they're like, just because it's the IP address of where they live doesn't mean it's necessarily a person. Like, they had to nail down the person.
Yes.
But the mom fessed up immediately.
Well, I mean, so she sees the way that the cops aggressively, like, kind of come to the house. Although they were very kind.
They were
You're
super
watching
kind.
everything, like, on their body cam. But you could just see it. She was like, I'm caught.
Oh, she wanted to hide under a hole so bad. She's like, what do you mean? She just did not even know how to react.
And like, what do you mean everybody's going to find out that it was me?
That was her initial concern.
Yeah.
And then she's like stroking her daughter. I don't know if I did that to my daughter, one of my daughters,
Kylie
they would have been like
sucker punch me in the face and
they would have
never
been
come near me
stiff
ever
as a
again.
board.
Yes.
And so there's something psychologically going on with their relationship, which the guy, the shitty sheriff, or no, the principal, the super fat principal, he was so fat I thought his head was going to explode during the documentary.
Because the collar of his dress shirt was
Bro,
so tight.
you need to work out and cut back on the carbs.
And you know that you're going to be on a Netflix documentary. You don't, I don't know, sign up for the gym for the next month.
He called it. He's like, I think it's Munchausen's by proxy, which is the definition of it, where she could come in and rescue the girl from all these shitty texts, and she was the hero mom. Meanwhile, she was causing it.
But we also
So-
find out as it goes on that she was kind of in love with the boyfriend too.
Yes, she was infatuated. She had to be. Because the way that
Wild.
he also said at the end, he's like, she would do weird stuff. I mean, we have daughters, and our daughters have all had boyfriends.
Yes.
There's-
I've never cut anybody's steak. She would cut his steak.
I know.
No.
That's so disgusting.
Like stand close to him, linger around, text him on his own.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
No.
I just.
No.
Yeah. So she definitely crossed the line a long time ago.
Yes.
And they were 14, which is so gross in so many different ways. But that mom had major issues. First of all, lying, habitual liar.
Yes.
Second of all, she had like pedophilia tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
Third of all, Munchausen's by proxy.
Yes. And she must have had like, maybe not multiple personalities, but would kind of maybe bipolar. I don't know, where she said like, when I would start to text and I would start to do something, I was somebody else.
Yeah. Well, that's what she said.
Well,
I don't buy
that could
it.
be part of her life.
I don't buy it. I think she was trying to justify everything because I wrote in here in our outline.
Yeah.
When the interviewer said, she was sort of feeding her question, she's like, do you feel like it was you texting yourself?
No, that's very true.
And she was
Yeah.
like, yes. Like
No.
she never thought about it until
could
the
see the
interviewer
light bulb
say
go
that.
off,
She's like,
yeah.
yes, good example of why I'm crazy.
So she ends up getting convicted, goes to jail.
But
with
for
like
not
19
very
months,
long.
maybe.
Yeah.
Hasn't seen her daughter yet. They email and everything, but you could just see like in the emails.
She's crazy.
She is so crazy.
I'm mad at you because you didn't say I love you. Okay, why would you say that to your daughter? Why would you say that to your child?
Like Kylie would never want to see me again if I did that.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
and this girl, I think, is waiting until she turns 18 years old so that she can make the decision as a legal adult.
yeah, they
whether she
never
wants
really
to see her mom.
explained why she hasn't seen her mom for a year and a half.
I think when it was filmed, she was still 17.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to know now.
But also, I think that the girl had some sort of, Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
From the mom, too. She was so dependent on this mom that she was forgiving her immediately for saying, because the interviewer even asked, like, she told you to kill yourself. And she's like, I know. And she was like emotionless.
Yeah.
It was like in her eyes, you could see she had dead eyes.
Yeah.
She
No,
didn't
I
have
think her
any
soul
kind
has
of
been like sucked out.
sparkle. She didn't have any kind of like,
Do you think maybe she's on like a bunch of like antidepressants that makes
or
her
her
emotionless?
soul is gone because her mom took it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can we talk about the fact that when the cops came in with the body cam, the amount of alcohol that was on the kitchen table in the background?
Was she donating that? What was going on?
I mean, were they about to have like a big party or something?
I don't
Like
know.
it was
They lived on
wild.
a lake,
Lived on the lake, but it sounded like
and it looked like it was summer.
they might have already been separated, the mom and the dad.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of like I went to her house.
Yeah.
So I feel
And they
like,
said, call your husband and bring him home from work.
yeah.
The fact that he didn't just throat punch her.
Well, the cops were there. I think that's, but he
Well,
did say, you have to
You have to
leave.
or I will do something
Yeah.
really bad.
And you have to leave while the police are here so that
I
something
mean,
bad doesn't happen.
The restraint that man had to have had, I can't even imagine. Where he knows all the texts that were sent to his daughter.
Yes.
And to know that you're behind it. And you lied to him about your lack of employment. And then that just leads to like, what else? What else is hidden?
If the day we come home and there's an eviction note on the front door, I feel like Chris would be like, hey, what's going on here?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of a big sign. Then you're rushed to take all of your belongings and put them in storage units. And then all of a sudden, you no longer have access to your storage unit because you haven't been paying for it. And now you don't even get your stuff.
Right.
And he was like, it must have been like in construction or something. So now he doesn't have his tools. He doesn't have like family memorabilia, nothing. And I mean,
Yeah.
I've never defaulted on a storage unit before, but it doesn't happen after 1 month.
Or two.
You know what I
probably.
mean?
Yeah.
So
in addition, bro, take care of your finances.
craziness.
So I don't put the blame is definitely on the mother, but the father also, like, were you a hedgehog? And did you put your face completely in a hole the entire marriage?
That marriage must have had something very strange going on.
I just thank God they only had one child.
Right. But the heebie-jeebies were the police officer telling this poor young girl, it's your mom. Mm-hmm. And the mom is hugging her and kissing her.
I know.
And she's holding on to her mom. She's holding her mom.
She's like, I can't leave her. I can't leave her.
And she didn't want to be separated from her mom.
And she didn't object. She just was like,
If my mom told me you should kill yourself in like one time in random conversation, I don't think I would want to talk to her ever again. Let alone 2 years of bullying text messages from a burner number.
Yes, yes. And the fact that remember them talking about the little house? Did she have a separate little house that she was like doing all her tech stuff in outside of the main house?
Oh, like a shed or something, because that's where she was hiding her second cell phone. Yeah.
And the cop was like, go get it from your other house that you were trying to run away from us from.
Yes, they were like, yeah. But it was the husband who was like, now do you have all her phones? Because she has multiple phones.
Yeah. Thank God.
Fucking weird. Mm-hmm. He knew she had multiple phones.
But no job.
Like, that's weird.
Yeah. And we can't pay our bills, but she got 2 phones.
Yeah, that's so crazy. So, I don't know. How do you feel about the way that the community handled the whole situation?
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
I would be mad if my daughter was falsely accused. Especially if they're falsely accused by an adult that did it.
Right? And I mean, this woman was like, she ran the book fair. She was the basketball coach, room mother, all the things.
Yeah.
So
the one lady was pissed at the victim's mother for accusing her daughter.
Yes.
Which I get. I get that too. But also the son's mother, I don't blame her either. Like, what is she going to do? She doesn't know who's doing this to her son, because he's the ultimate victim that was like perpetrated by an adult.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Now, okay, so we obviously, the daughter, right, of the couple, the mom's not encouraging her to break up with the boy because she wants him around of this whole thing. Okay, now you're the mother of the boy.
Yes.
I would be like, break up with her. Break up with her. Like, why were they allowed to continue to date for a year? I get why the girl's mom didn't say anything, but as the son's mother, no, just break up. This is what they want you to do. You're 14. You're not in love. You're not getting married and having babies. Right? Just, it's over. So, just.
I don't know.
I think that's really freaking weird. Because if that was Kylie or some some that I don't have, no, done. It's over. You're breaking up.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I think he was trying to be protective of his girlfriend. And at the time, they didn't know. So they thought it was this third party, not the mother. And so they were kind of sticking that out. Yeah. That's how I interpreted it. But it is, I don't think she got her sentencing. What did she get? 19 months or something small. Mm-hmm. She ruined a lot of people's lives in the small community. And I think that they should have taken that into consideration when sentencing.
Yeah. I think the biggest felony of the part was the fact that they were minors, right?
Yes. All of them were minors.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would be surprised if they're 18 now.
Yeah.
I was trying to do the timeline because it was 2020.
When it started.
So that they would have been, I mean, like, our girls were fresh. So they've got to be freshmen, sophomores in college now, because they probably filmed this last year.
They filmed it last year because she was out of prison. And if that was her house, who did she shack up with now? Because it was actually kind of a nice living room.
Yeah. She's probably with her parents in Waterford.
Oh, that could be. But, okay. And then now this happens, and you are so freaking delusional that you will do this Netflix documentary.
She probably needs money.
I don't care. I don't know.
She's very delusional. That lady needs help.
She wanted to see herself on camera. Her cousin said it best when she was hanging out at the Beale City Tavern.
Yes.
She loved being the center of attention. That if I was doing the interview like I'm doing right now, she would start dancing over there so that you and all of your attention, the cameras and everything would start watching her. And I mean, because you need that much attention in your life and you're crazy enough to fall in love with your daughter's 14-year-old boyfriend and do these text messages, that's why you're crazy enough to be on fucking Netflix.
She's crazy in the head. Clearly, she's got some sort of disorder. I don't know how they would clinically diagnose her, but I would diagnose her as fucking crazy.
Right? Yeah. You know what the next documentary I want to see is? Who were her friends in prison? What did her cellmates and her fellow inmates think of her? Right? Because people are going to find out why you got convicted. And your conviction is text messaging your daughter and her boyfriend crazy, psychotic sexual messages and telling your daughter to kill herself.
Also, why is she emailing it in jail? What kind of prison was she in? So she was not in a maximum security prison.
No, she's probably like in the one what's the one that's right here?
Medium?
Like in Freeland.
Yeah. I mean, they have more rights than a lot of poor people in this country have. That's all I'm saying. But whatever.
So, yeah.
That's wild that she could email every day. Mm-hmm. And,
well, because I think the daughter said she got to talk to her like on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yes. So you talk twice a week and you get to email for a felony. Mm-hmm. Something's wrong with that.
Yeah. And I mean, how, especially if the girl was still a minor, how was there not some type of like restraining order where she wasn't allowed to do that?
Right. Well, I mean, thank God all calls are recorded.
Yeah.
So she couldn't say everything.
Yeah.
But I'm sure she was groveling. Like, wouldn't you if you're the crazy mom? And she knew what she was doing was wrong.
Yeah.
Because she was very remorseful, to the face at least, to her daughter, and denied everything. Well, I had trauma that I never dealt with. I was raped when I was 17, and I never dealt with it. Okay, I am sorry that you were raped.
Period.
Truly.
Yeah.
But you cannot bring that up for your future actions in life. You cannot be like, oh, I had this trauma in my life, therefore I then forwarded it on to traumatize other people.
Right.
That is just crazy.
I mean, if anything, you probably shouldn't have your daughter have a boyfriend because you'd be terrified.
Or you shouldn't have children.
Yeah.
Don't get married. Don't be around people if you can't handle your own shit.
You know, and for someone who craved attention, who craved the spotlight and everything, I mean, it's not like she was stunning.
No, she had bad teeth work.
I'm like, I don't know, just kind of odd. Like,
also, like, you can't get your lip over your teeth. Like, that was so bothersome for me. The first thing I notice on people are teeth and hands. And when the teeth are just like beavers, I
know.
can't.
I feel like she has like the social six. I think she had them like veneers.
I don't think she had veneers. I have friends who have veneers. I think she had caps.
Okay. Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Done in Beale City. They were bad.
Oh, it's okay to be mean because she's a terrible person.
She's a terrible person. She was terrible.
Yeah.
God.
No, I don't know. You should still watch it. It's fucking mind blowing.
It makes you angry thinking about a person like that. They could do that to a child.
It would be interesting.
Any child.
I won't
let
watch
alone
it
your own
again.
daughter.
I won't watch it again. But it'd be interesting if had I known it was her and you watch it and then like picking up on little clues.
Yeah.
You know? Like to be a detective and be like, oh.
But not the sheriff.
Deadbeat sheriff that was, doing
The
it.
dipshit.
So.
That FBI guy was great, though.
Yeah, because he knew what he was
dug
doing.
deep. He
Yeah,
dug
I feel
deep.
like the local guy was just kind of like, well, let's just have this play out. They're just
They're
teenagers.
just kids.
Yeah.
Take away their phone.
Yeah. Well, let's move on from catfishing to conspiracies because we
Yes.
love these.
I love a good
I
conspiracy.
know. So, and you put together some conspiracies.
Yeah.
for us
So
to
the
talk about.
Illuminati, which we've talked about a lot before.
I'm obsessed with it. Like, not that I really dig deep, but I just love to be like, they're part of the Illuminati.
Yeah. So who do you think are the Illuminati?
I think all the head people at BlackRock.
Oh.
I think Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds.
That's a wide range of people.
I think it is people who are that lead the financial structure of the world. High Hollywood, because they use them almost as like pawns to
Yeah.
get some of their stuff done, because they kind of have to hide behind the scenes. But then I also saw that there's a conspiracy that the headquarters of the Illuminati is at the Denver airport.
Which totally could be, because the Denver have you ever flown in and out of
I've
Denver?
only connected through Denver.
It's far from the actual city.
Yeah.
Like really far.
But I mean, you're in Colorado. It's probably because like mountains and shit are in the way.
I'm sure, but they moved it.
Oh.
Like
Okay.
they moved it. It was never it was in a different part of Denver. And now it's like it's far. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. It
Yeah.
probably just feeds into your conspiracy of the Illuminati headquarters.
Right?
But
Isn't that nuts?
I think it's interesting. There are a lot of conspiracies about who is in the Illuminati.
Yeah.
What do they run? Do they run our government?
I think so.
Do they run our financial system?
I think so.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know who's involved. I think it's definitely
I think it's
something
an
to
eyes.
explore.
It's like Eyes Wide Shut. So a very reputable source, Spencer Pratt,
Okay.
was on Call Her Daddy, and I was catfished into watching it because she had a reel that made it look like they got into a huge fight while she was interviewing him. So I was like, oh my God, I have to watch this. And it was
So
fake.
Alex and
Spencer
Pratt
got
got in a fight.
Yeah.
But was he ever actually on there?
He was actually on the podcast.
Oh.
But basically what it was is she kind of had him like mock what it would be like if they were on the hills and they got into a fight. So
Got it.
But
Got it.
it worked out well because it made me listen to the podcast
Yeah.
because I wanted to get
Sure.
down to the fight. But basically he was like, oh yeah, he's like, once I started getting some fame and everything and I just wanted to be famous, he was like, I wanted to be in the Illuminati. He's like, I wanted to be at the parties. I wanted to do all the things. And he said that like, it's like Eyes Wide Shut, like weird,
I'm sure.
Shit.
I'm sure.
like sex and devil shit.
Well, all of these rap songs have secret hidden messages in them.
Well, because P.
Not
Diddy is
all, but
he's
some.
in the Illuminati.
And that's why people believe that there's some secret group, AKA the Illuminati, that exists because these rappers are putting out messages that are basically saying, this is actually happening in the underground and people don't know about it, but I know about it and you don't know about it.
So are you, because there's both. There's people that are like, hey, I'm a part of something special. And then there's people that are like, yeah, I refuse to be a part of that. And that's why I am who I am.
Maybe both.
Yeah.
I mean, Jay-Z raps about
Being in it. Yes.
Yeah.
But then 50 Cent would do the opposite. Is my
Okay.
point.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So,
And
and
then,
like call people out for it.
And then what about Tupac and
Well,
that whole thing?
Okay,
I mean,
so if we're gonna get on a Tupac conspiracy, because it might be that he's actually still alive.
I think he's still
and
alive.
he's a flamboyantly gay man, and being Tupac the rapper was just an act.
totally. I believe it.
You do?
I mean, I this is the first time I'm hearing this,
Oh, okay.
but I wouldn't put it
I watched
past-
a video. It could have been AI, but it looked very 90s-esque.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it looked pretty legit. I mean, it could have been like some weird cousin that looks just like him, but I don't know. It was kind of believable. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
No shit.
Well, he has had, what are those mirror images called where you...
Like a hologram?
Hologram. He's had a hologram. So is Michael Jackson. So
like concerts and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows if he's still alive? I mean,
Yeah.
I think he was kind of shot.
Yeah.
But
could be underground.
who knows? Who knows? Who knows anymore? I also don't know if we actually landed on the moon.
Which is crazy. So
Did you see that movie?
No, I didn't watch the documentary.
It wasn't a documentary. It was actually a movie with Scarlett Johansson and
was that like on Apple Plus?
I think so.
Yeah, no, I never watched it.
And oh my God, Channing Tatum.
Yes.
It was great, but it also made you think about, because people have put it out there about how it could be a whole marketing ploy.
Yeah.
On the time.
I asked Chad about this because I was like, is this like real? Like, I didn't even know that people would say like, oh, did we even really land on the moon? So Chad gave me the conspiracy evidence and then the reality debunk. Okay. So the conspiracy evidence is the flag is waving. Well, there's like no atmosphere on the moon.
Right.
So like it technically shouldn't be like rippling in the wind. So how is it flapping? There's no stars in the photo. You're on the fucking moon. You should be surrounded by stars, right? NASA said, their claim is NASA forgot to add the stars to the backdrop. And that shadows don't match up. Some shadows in the moon landing pictures don't appear parallel, which suggests multiple lighting sources of a Hollywood set. And then there's like some sea, there's some moon rock in the photo that has like a perfect C. And they're like, oh, this is from a set, and it's the letter C because it's like where it's supposed to be placed, like on set.
Okay.
And like something about radiation that I don't understand that would happen in a picture. But the reality debunk is for the flag movement, the flag had a crossbar and rippled because the astronauts twisted it while planting it.
Okay.
The stars. It's because the cameras were set for bright surfaces, the moon and the astronauts, so the stars wouldn't show up. I don't know much about photography. Would that be legit? I'm asking my photographers behind the counter.
And in the 60s, did they have that kind of technology? I don't know. Maybe they did.
Maybe they took one of those old-fashioned ones where they had to put like the blanket over their head and be like, poof.
Yeah.
The shadows, it's uneven terrain in perspective, so shadows will be at different angles, and it would have nothing to do with extra lights. Now I've seen the picture of the sea rock. I don't even know if the picture of the sea rock is real, right? But the debunk reality definition is it's a hair or a fiber on the film during processing. It's a perfect fucking sea. That is not a hair.
Yeah.
It looks like it's carved like into it. And so yeah, but
yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll probably never know, actually, the real deal.
No, it's probably in
just
that
know-
secret little book that every president gets.
Yeah.
You know, that has all the secrets
I just know
to it.
that the U.S. wanted to be the first to reach the moon before anybody else.
So they went to Hollywood.
Especially the Russians.
Yes. So they went to Hollywood and were like, let's just do this.
I don't know.
But they obviously go to space now. You can't fake that stuff now.
Yeah. Now, because we can fucking check it. Yeah, who knows?
Well, now Amazon goes to the moon. So,
right. Well,
you know?
Jeff Bezos. Yeah. Who knows? I mean,
Right?
it could have been. Also, my favorite conspiracy, one of them, besides the JFK assassination, that is one of my favorite conspiracies.
The JFK assassination?
Yes, because Lee Harvey Oswald was a patsy.
Oh.
He was not my personal thought.
Yes.
And I have been obsessed with this case since high school. I remember in social studies class with Mr. Edwards in 10th grade when he was talking about the lone shooter and the whole like magic bullet. And I remember from that day, I never believed that he was the shooter.
Okay. So you just think that he was like the proxy for
100%.
the government killing JFK.
Whoever it was, it was he. You can't kill somebody from the angle that he shot it.
Okay.
and from the angle that the governor got shot as well. Like, you can't blow a guy's head off this way and then have a bullet come this way. It just never, it doesn't math.
Yeah. I know, but then we're reading that Kennedy book for book club, which is all about Ask Not, about all the women who got screwed over by the Kennedys. But you hear Jackie's like retelling of what it was like to go through that tunnel and then have chunks of her husband's head on her.
Yeah.
You know?
But it doesn't explain the shooters.
No, it doesn't explain the shooters. But, you know, I think if someone had some outlook of why he would need to die because they want, like, the Illuminati wanted to be in control of the country.
Well, there are several reasons why. I mean, there was like a war going on, the Vietnam War. He was also controversial president a little bit. I mean, even though he was loved, but that wasn't until later, until after he had died, that people were like, oh my God, he was the most loved. But was he? I don't know if anybody really wanted him in office. I mean, he was sort of like...
Oh, my grandma did. My grandma Geiger loved Kennedy. She crocheted all this stuff. I mean, the only reason I knew, ask not what your country could do for you, what you can do for your country, because she would crochet that and like have it framed all over her house.
But for the majority of the
Catholic.
American population, he was the first Catholic, Irish Catholic.
Yeah.
So that's controversial in and of itself. So we're talking like 1962.
Yeah.
Where not everybody loved that. I mean, they were Protestants. How am I saying
And
that
to be
right?
a Democratic president that was Irish Catholic.
Yeah.
You know, where normally they were guys from the South.
So, I mean, his dad, Joe Kennedy, couldn't become president. So he wanted one of his kids to. So how do you, anyway, so many different things. But that's one of my favorite conspiracy theories is who actually killed him? I don't know. I assume someone from our own I'm assuming it was an inside job.
Okay.
I don't know who the inside people are, but I know it was an inside job.
You know, and the way that they make movies about stuff like that is because shit like that really happens. You know what I mean? No one just made that up on their own and just had Hollywood gold. Like,
right. I mean,
someone
the way
spilled the
that,
beans.
you know, there's like the Verbuto? Who's the filmmaker guy that shot it all, got it on camera from the grassy knoll?
Oh.
He's the one that was like, that's how that all started. Because they were like, wait a minute. If his last name is, whatever it was, Verbuto.
You're asking the wrong person.
That's how they call it, that film.
Okay.
And he shot it from an angle and watched the, I mean, it was like live film of him getting his head blown off, but it was from one angle. But then there was another like bullet that came across and hit the governor. It's wild.
Okay.
It's wild if you really look into it.
So do you think Queen Elizabeth is the reason that Diana died? Or Charles?
Perhaps. I mean, she was dating Dodi Elfide, whatever his name was, Dodi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember it was actually the anniversary of her 25th or 28th anniversary of her death.
Yeah.
And also the anniversary of my best friend from home, Stephanie. The night that they got married is the night that Diana died, and I was her maid of honor, and we were there, and we were like, no way.
Yeah.
No way is this happening. It's got to be a joke. And it fucking happened.
I know.
And, you know, the paparazzi obviously were always like in her face.
So the conspiracy evidence breakdown, okay,
M16,
is Diana has a letter predicting her husband would plan an accident, and that there was a white Fiat Uno. Mysterious car was never found, but apparently, like, that was the car that, like, came out of the tunnel mysteriously. There's missing CCTV footage, so no cameras caught the crash. And that the royals wouldn't be able to stomach if a Muslim stepdad for William,
right,
who would have been, you know, eventually be the King of England. But the official findings, it was a $4 million investigation, or £4 million, but there was no evidence of murder. the jury ruled unlawfully killed by a drunk driving and paparazzi, not the royals. Okay.
Yeah.
And then there was a conspiracy that she was pregnant with Dodi's baby.
Yes. I remember hearing that.
So, and there was no proof of pregnancy. So, you know, but the theories stick because Diana herself was scared. People wanted to believe that the royals were villains. Then it went into this wormhole where people think that well, I guess it would be King Charles now, right? But that he's a vampire.
Oh my God. I mean, he could be. Isn't he dying?
Right?
He's not well.
Is he not?
He's not.
I mean, but really, Camilla, like, what's so fabulous about Camilla?
Nothing.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, they have Diana in a film where they asked her about her marriage or something, and she was saying how, well, it's hard to be in a marriage when there's three of us. Oh. Like, he had kept the affair with Camilla from the beginning. He's been in love with her for his whole life. And then he had to marry Diana.
Yeah.
Because he needed, like, a token, beautiful. She was very innocent.
But it's not like she was royalty. So why was she okay and Camilla was not?
I don't know. She was young and probably, like...
At least from an affluent family.
Yes.
That it made it okay.
She was a lady.
Okay.
Lady Spencer. From the right family. And she was also, like, Camilla, didn't she already have kids? Like, she was older.
Oh, I have no idea.
She was, like, older.
Yeah.
Because she's Charles' age. And he was older than Diana. Like, Diana was 19 when she got married.
Okay. So, well, then it put me on this conspiracy thing where, like, Harry's not actually Charles.
I've heard that,
Which
too.
why it's so easy for him and Meghan to be, like, out of the royals' life. Especially with grandma out of the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Wild, crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
a good conspiracy. It makes you think.
Well, what about the conspiracy that Garth Brooks is a serial killer because women disappear and die?
And he buries them.
On his
I don't know.
cities.
I don't know. I love Garth Brooks.
I know.
You know, he's the only country singer in the world that I love.
Right? You know, but here's the thing. Listen, here's the thing. Why does it have to be Garth Brooks that's the serial killer? Why can't it be a stage manager?
Could it be Brad Paisley?
Could
it be
well, it'd have to be somebody.
Luke Bryan.
But if they're tying it to his tour schedule, right? It could be the guy that's in charge of the extension cords for the road crew.
It could be.
You know?
Yeah. Why you got to blame Garth?
So I just think he's an easy target.
He is an easy target.
But I did go down a wormhole on TikTok because one girl said it and I was like, oh my God, is this a thing? So instead of actually like looking things up, I did just kind of like put it in search on TikTok and people just make reels about this
Tom
shit.
Segura, who's a comedian.
Okay.
He has a podcast with Brett Kreischer.
Okay.
Two Bears in a Cave or something like that. He positively used to talk about how Garth Brooks was a serial killer.
Oh, so when I did end up asking chat because I was like, all this shit sounds way too real. And it said that it started with a comedian,
Tom Segura,
who made this joke and it has spiraled out of control ever since.
Yes. And I think he truly believes it.
Wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I like him as a comedian. He's hilarious.
If anything, it made him famous, like, you know, because he talked about it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's making other people like TikTok famous because they're talking about it and people like me watch it.
Yeah.
And go, oh my God.
The bottom line with conspiracies is that there's got to be some truth to it.
Right?
Some tiny bit of truth. We just got to get to the bottom of what the truth is.
Right?
Yes.
It's craziness. I don't know. I'm enthralled with conspiracies.
I am too. I would live in one if I could.
You don't want to live in a conspiracy.
Do live in one. With the whole JFK.
Oh.
I mean, there are several different things that go in my mind. In fact, I had a crazy ass dream. Remember last episode we talked about dreams?
Yes.
And I have the wildest dreams every night. And I woke up.
And they're about JFK?
No.
Oh.
But it was about, I was trying to work through a conspiracy in my dream. So I woke up and I was asking my husband, Randy, I was like, because he was like, oh my God, I just had a crazy dream. And I was like, me too. Do you ever work things out in your dream? Like, it's obvious you're subconscious.
Yeah.
But do you ever work out things that you're trying to like solve
In real life?
in your head, in your dream?
Okay, but are these real life things you're going through? Or
Maybe.
like your JFK conspiracy?
Maybe. Or things that are happening in your dream that you're trying to work out and solve.
Oh, I could definitely think back in time of dreams where shit's going down. And yes, I'm trying to fix it. To the point that when you start to slightly wake up and get a little conscious of what you're dreaming, it's like, stay asleep because I want to solve this.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? Yes, 100%. I don't try to solve everyday problems in my dreams, but like Chris will fall asleep thinking about work and then wake up and go, I got it. I think I need to, I need to work this out today.
Yeah.
You know? And sometimes it's something that can be worked out, and sometimes it's like, oh yeah, no, okay. It seemed like it was going to be, you know, a winner in my dream, but I don't really know how I pull that off.
I don't dream that vividly of real life stuff.
Okay.
But I dream of like theoretical things that could happen, and then I try to solve them in my dream. Like, I can't even remember now because it's past. I should write it down. Something that happened last night, but it was a big mystery. And I was figuring it all out in my head as I was dreaming.
Do you sleep with your Apple Watch on?
No.
Oh.
But I have an Oura ring.
Oh, no. But I would say, like, if you woke up to, like, be like, hey, Siri, make a note of my dream, and then just tell her right then and there so that you don't forget.
Yeah,
because if I had to, like, write it down with a pen and paper, and that would seem like a lot of work, I would just roll over and go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess. I would be afraid to talk because then I wouldn't go back to sleep either.
I think you would probably have an easier time going back to sleep than you would if you had to write it down.
Yeah, I should try it. It. But I have my phone right there, so I could do the same.
Yeah. I slept like shit last night.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God. I think because I didn't... Oh, no, I did teach last Tuesday morning. I don't know. I had this like weird fear that I wouldn't wake up to my alarm to teach my early bar class.
Yep.
And then I'm about to get my period, and I always sleep like crap right before I get my period.
Yeah.
So I really shouldn't be wearing white pants today, just in the odd chance that it might come early.
I'm shocked that you still have a period.
I do. It's still pretty much like clockwork. I don't get as well, maybe that's probably why I cried a little bit yesterday, but I don't get as like irritable and like but I do have a bottomless stomach. Like, I was full from our breakfast yesterday, and we got home, and I looked at Chris and I go, I am not hungry at all. Like, not even a little bit.
Yeah.
But I have these amazing Tyson gluten-free chicken strips from Costco that I'm obsessed with, and I'm like, I feel like I want some chicken strips. And Chris is like, I'll eat some chicken strips. So we made chicken strips in the air fryer.
Nice.
Yeah, but I wasn't hungry. That's how I know I'm about to get my period, is like, I have no desire. Like, I don't really feel like eating, but emotionally I want to eat.
Yeah. You gotta
That's
fill it up.
Yeah. So that's why I'm a little worried about Chris going on drop. There's going to be me and a bag of Ruffles potato chips and Chick-fil-A sauce. Calming my emotions.
I mean, we can play pickleball. There are other things we can do.
I know.
There are other things we can get
I
out
just
of
need
town.
to do things.
We can get out of town.
We are going out of town, which is amazing.
Yeah, but just once.
No, but the weekend before that, I have Fair State homecoming. And then the week before that, I am going to Petoskey with Aaron and Aunt Kay.
Okay, good.
So on the weekends, my weekends are filled up.
Yeah.
Which is perfect, because during the week, it's going to be work, bar, pickleball, podcast. We have a book club. So
Yes.
I have other things to entertain myself.
Yes, true. Yeah. So try to stay busy every weekend. That's my goal. Travel, whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have big travel plans coming up?
New York, Denver, and
Oh, when are you
Austin.
going to Denver? Oh, you're doing your hike.
Yes.
Yeah,
So those
yeah.
are the bigger ones, and then in between's like game, Ann Arbor, and then local stuff.
Okay.
But yes, every I just need to stay like occupied.
Yes. I want more like one night in Detroit, one night in Birmingham, one night like Petoskey, Harbor Springs, like that kind of stuff. Like we live in such a great state and have so many little places that we could just jump to. That's what I like. I want to do that. You want to know why? Because we can. You don't have to worry about what somebody else is doing. Like you can just go.
Yeah.
You know, either nuggets in tow or, you know, my parents or a dog sitter, AKA Kelsey.
Yeah. Yes. And I have just installed a new dog sitter in our repertoire.
Ooh, very nice.
Yes. She's in high school. So it's great because she doesn't have a lot of plans.
Oh, and she can just like pop over.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Well, I want her to spend the night. Kelly doesn't like to sleep by herself.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. So the requirement for dog sitting with my dog is you have to spend the night.
Okay.
In our spare bedroom.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, because she just doesn't like to, she doesn't like to go to bed alone or wake up alone.
No, Mr. Nugget's a snuggler at night. Well, you better be ready for him to sleep by your legs, for sure.
Glow Medical Spa is Mid-Michigan's premier med spa for skin rejuvenation and anti-aging. The trained nurses and estheticians at Glow specialize in non-invasive facial aesthetics such as toxins, fillers, and lasers. Glow is ranked in the top 1% of all providers in the U.S. for Botox and filler, as well as Black Diamond Icon status for Hydrofacial.
Glow Body specializes in body contouring with Ensculpt Neo, Emcella, weight loss clinic, and therapeutic massage. Book an appointment today at glow-skinspa.com.
Okay, so what are we loving this week?
What am I loving this week? This is something that I've been loving for a very, very long time. I believe it's called Folex, Folex. It is carpet cleaner that I get off of Amazon, and I am obsessed with it. So in my living room remodel that I did, I was psychotic and got white carpet, but it matched the cool tones and what I was doing. And I have like dark, you know, board and batten like around the room. And I love my like icy white hint of blue carpet, but I have a dog. I have a husband who wears shoes all around the house. So this has become my absolute best friend. But I have used it when I have spilled wine on my white pants.
Yes.
Or, you know, someone has, you know, eaten a chicken wing and like wiped their hands on their pants. Chris is a culprit of leaving his chapstick in his pocket, like that greasiness. Does the grease, does it get it completely gone? No, but it helps.
Yeah.
It helps. But yes, this is my obsession.
I use it on clothing.
Yeah, so you use the exact same stuff too. Yeah, no, I love it.
They sell it at Target too.
Oh, do they? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
No, I just get it on Amazon. So
And it's like $7.
For that big bottle, it's only $7 at Target.
Not that big of a bottle, not 32 ounces. I don't know how big it is, but it's not 32 and it's not $21. It's like $7. But it's a smaller bottle.
I'm curious to see, the difference in the size. Because I usually get the 3-pack of like the big giant bottles. And I mean, it lasts for a really long time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nice.
And I have all the little tools for like the different type of carpet that I have to make sure you don't like fuck up the fibers.
Yes.
So, but yeah.
I haven't tried it on carpet, but I've only tried it on clothing.
Oh no, it's a masterpiece on your carpet. And like Kylie has like a ruggable carpet in her college dorm, and they're not going to peel it up and put it in the washing machine. So it's brilliant on something that's made to be washed.
They probably will just roll it up and throw it away at the end of the year.
I mean, that's a definite possibility, but there's been some spills. So there was a request for that to be sent.
Got it.
To
oh,
the
that's a
dorm.
good idea.
Yeah.
What I am loving lately is my hair care. So I have a new, I switched up my shampoo.
Okay.
So I rotate between L'Oreal and Pureology.
Okay.
But what I am loving is the new oil to put in my hair. So I'm trying to make my hair healthy again. I'm on a mission. So I'm growing it out again, shockingly.
I know, but I did love your cut.
Oh, thank you. I like it too. I love my hair cut, but it's very hard to maintain.
Okay.
you have to get your hair cut like every 4 to 6 weeks at the rate of your hair growth.
Yes.
And I just can't. It's like a lot. So I'm just going to grow it out to like, I don't know, below my shoulder, maybe.
Okay.
We'll see how far we get. But I just want it healthier. So I'm trying to avoid hot tools.
Okay.
Like blow dryers and curling for now.
Okay.
And just do.
So is your hair air dried right now?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. So
Okay,
I washed
looks
it
great.
yesterday.
Okay.
When we got home, I saunaed and took a shower and just air dried it.
Okay.
And then I did curl it, but I'm using like this, I forget what it's called.
Is it that ionic curling iron that you showed us like a few
I
weeks
am,
ago?
but I'm using this hair protectant.
Oh, okay.
So I spray it
Okay.
in first, and then I can curl.
To protect you from the heat.
A little bit, like tiny curls, like fast. And I don't turn the heat all the way up.
Okay.
So I only turn the heat like 3, like the dots, like 3 dots.
Okay.
And then I'm just
Like
in
there's
and
a-
out.
So, I mean, I used the shit out of my Dyson whole mechanism system. It's not up to par anymore. Like it's slowly dying.
Is it?
Yeah, and I
It's
feel
not
like I should be
supposed
able
to
to
die.
I feel like I should be able to call Dyson up and be
I
like,
think you
"There's
should,
something wrong with
too.
this."
I think they have a guarantee. Don't they have like a warranty on it?
Do they?
Forever?
I mean, this thing was like $500, like for the whole system. So I ended up getting like a $20 curling iron from Target.
Bless you.
But I have to turn that sucker all the way up. And I do have like a spray that I put in that's supposed to protect it from the heat. But no, I mean, if I only had it on halfway, it would not curl my hair. It wouldn't even take a fizz out of my hair.
Oh, really?
No. And my hair's not coarse, but if I just let it air dry, it's a little wavy, it's a little curly, it's a little frizzy,
Yeah.
it's a little kinky. You know.
I put a ton of products in my hair.
Okay.
So that probably helps. I also try to put a hair mask on it once a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that it helps to rejuvenate it.
I feel like you need to show up with like the whole regime so we can see
I'll take a picture
everything
of it.
that you did.
I'll take a picture of it. And now I started doing this whole PRF thing to help rejuvenate the little teeny hair growth.
Yes, I saw that on Glow's
So
Instagram.
I'm doing that in addition to this product called Plated, which we carry at Glow.
Okay.
And it's like a rejuvenation thing.
Okay.
So I'm doing that. So many things.
Okay.
My mornings are very busy with the hair regrowth.
Okay. So how many sessions of the PRF have you done to your head?
2.
Okay.
So I have 1 more to go.
Okay.
So we do them in packages of 3 because that's how you get your best results. That's where the clinical trials were. We're done in sessions of 3.
Okay.
So we're just following the
Oh my
protocol.
God, I can't wait to see your before and after.
It's kind of incredible just after 1.
Okay.
Like we took pictures of 1 to 2. Now we'll take 1, 2 to 3.
Yeah.
And it was pretty incredible, the regrowth. And so what I'm concentrating on, people do it in different areas of their hair. What I'm concentrating on is just the regrowth by my face because this was feeling quite thin and I just wanted it to get a little thicker. And it's kind of amazingly thicker.
Okay.
And it's the baby hair that's
Yeah.
like growing back.
Because you don't have any extensions in right now.
I have
Yeah.
nothing.
Okay, and then if you're a new listener, you didn't know, so you did have breast cancer back in 2016,
17.
You went. Well, when we were in New York in 2016. So yes, that's when you found your lump, and you went through all of your treatment in 2017.
Yes.
Okay, so and I mean, people know that you lost a lot of your hair.
Yeah, I didn't lose it all.
No, you didn't.
Thankfully, but I lost the majority of it. So I lost probably 50%. So I lost the hairline and then it just got really thin through here. So I did every effort to try to grow it back. And it grew
Yes.
back pretty successfully in a matter of, I don't know, a couple of years.
Yeah.
It took a while.
I mean, you were smart in the fact that I was with you when you were like, I'm going to go get myself a tight little pixie haircut because I do think that helps in the fact of in the hair loss, right? Instead of it being like long clumps.
Yeah.
that you watch get thinner.
That's usually why people shave their heads. I didn't want to go that far, that extreme at that point. I was like, let's start with a pixie. We'll see where it goes from there. Luckily, I didn't lose it all, which is kind of rare. Actually, my oncologist was like, I feel like I need to take a picture of you for what chemo is like for like lucky people.
Yeah. Well, and you're also someone who, when you get your blood work done, they're like, so you have all these like special genetic things that we can't even identify or whatever. Like you're like the bionic woman. Like you truly
Well,
are.
it's not bionic. It's like precancerous shit, but it's rare.
It's rare stuff, but then it's, stuff where you don't feel pain when you get a Moxie. And I'm like, holy shit, my face is on fire.
We numb. Yeah. I just think that it's because I've been through a lot of testing and blood work and all of that it just doesn't faze me as much. And it feels like a luxury compared to other things that I've had done.
But you would say that you felt a difference in your hair regrowth post-treatment, and now you're definitely seeing a difference.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Again, a resurge, if you will. Well, so menopause, because I had a medical menopause, which means that after you have a double mastectomy, go through chemo, it just launches you into menopause. So I had that, which caused hair loss. But then as you get older, I was just getting thinning. So this is just a rejuvenation of that, just hairline. Because I don't want to have thin hair.
No.
Like I'll keep it short, but I just don't want it to be thin around my
I totally
face.
get it. For sure.
So I'm loving all the hair care that I'm using from Cooper & Co.
Okay.
And it's helping.
So did you get your
the
L'Oreal
regrowth.
from Cooper & Co. too in the yellow bottles?
No, I'm using the pink. It's called Longer or Long something.
Okay. I use the yellow bottles.
Okay.
But,
yeah. L'Oreal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the yellow, I'm using their hair mask.
Okay.
It's yellow.
Okay.
The other stuff I think is red or pink.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely red bottles.
And then Pureology, I'm using the stuff for coloring.
Okay.
Yeah. Playing around with it.
Okay.
Trying to switch it up.
Well, I love your hair.
Thank you.
I think it looks great.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get healthy again.
Yes. Well, on all the things.
Make your hair healthy again.
And now let's talk about the wine of the day. Meko, do you think this is a Tuesday wine?
Yeah, I do. It's good.
It is good.
It's good, but it's definitely a Tuesday wine.
It's not a Tuesday wine.
It's not.
No, it's not a Tuesday wine.
If 6 was 9.
If 6 was 9. So I would say on the first sip, I was
like the title.
I was like, ooh, bite. But then it really smoothed out
Yeah,
as
it's
we
good.
drank it.
It's good.
I got it on Wine Spice. I paid $39 for it.
Okay.
Okay. I think it normally, like now, I don't even think you could buy this year, 2019. I think it's normally like $50, $60.
Okay.
But I got it for $39.
I love it.
Yeah, it's good. So I feel like I bought a few bottles of this. I would say the first one we had, I was like, meh. But this
this
one,
a
I think is
this
the
is a cab?
best. It is a cab. It's a cab reserve. So
It's good.
Yeah. So
It's really good. I like the name of it. If 6 was
69?
If 6 was 9. I love it.
Do you think it's about 69, or do you think it's because
No,
it's
I
like
think
the numbers
the
are
inverse of
interchangeable?
6 is 9.
Yeah. Well,
It's
why
clever.
that's why I have little dots underneath my 9-iron so that I can tell the difference
It's
between
clever.
my 6-hour and my 6-iron.
Don't you love those word puzzles that are, like word, like the if 6 were 9, or if like you got to figure out the word based on a riddle?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
I don't think I'm fancy enough to play those games.
It's not about no. It's like you see words and it'll say like, put if a word were scrabbled, how many other words can you think?
Oh yeah, no, I
things
play
like that.
I play like
Yeah.
a New York Times game like
Yeah,
that, and you
yeah.
have to use
It's
like
not-
the letter in the center and like do all those
Yeah.
things. Oh, I got you.
Yes, those are so fun.
So, but it's a good cap.
Cheers.
See you next week.